In this video, we will be going over some sitting exercises that you can do while you're at home. Before we get started, we want to make sure that you are safely prepared to do these exercises. Having the right shoes is very important when exercising or for everyday use. Make sure you're not wearing any slippers or any socks that can easily be slipped and tripped on. Shoes that have backs with tread on the bottom, like these tennis shoes, are great.
For these exercises, it is essential that the chair you're sitting on is sturdy. This could be done in a couch or even while you're watching television or sitting on the porch. But make sure you're not using any chairs that have wheels on the bottom, like this chair, or any recliners. The chair that I'm going to be using today has a back on it in case I need it to take a break in between each set.
When preparing to do your exercises, it's important to make sure there's enough room around you to do your exercises without hitting anything like furniture or other objects in the way.
These are some small weights that you could use for these exercises. If you don't have any small weights laying around the house, you can still be creative and find any small things that are in your pantry, like these vegetable cans or soup cans, a smaller pineapple juice can, depending on how tight you want your grip to be around it. And other things in your pantry you might have are peanut butter, a can of soda, even a water bottle. These are all great options that you can use instead of a small weight. And today we're going to be using a vegetable can. Now, you don't want to use anything that's breakable, like a jar of jelly, or anything that it's hard to grip onto. See how my hand is not all the way around that oatmeal? So you want something that's small and easy to grip.
Feel free to pause or rewind this video at any point if you want to rewatch or practice these exercises on your own. These are the exercises that we will be going over today. Do these exercises 10 times using one hand and allow yourself a small break. Then do 10 exercises using your other hand, and this will count as one set. Make sure when you're doing these sitting exercises that you're not leaning in your chair too far to the side or forward. We want to make sure that we're staying safe and that you're engaging your core muscles so that you're able to work on your sitting balance as well. Make sure you're keeping in mind the posture that you keep while you're sitting in your chair. We want to make sure that your feet are planted, your shoulders are pushed back, and that you're looking straight ahead.
Our first exercise is going to be marches. So when you're in the chair, you want to make sure that you're sitting up nice and tall. Your back can be off the back of the chair. See how I'm a little bit farther towards the center of the seat? But I can place my hands on the bottom of the seat so I have something to hold on to while I'm bringing my leg up and back down. And I alternate my feet one at a time. You can do it on one side if you want to, and then the other. And you can do it a little bit slower, like how I'm doing it right now. It's going to take a lot more balance and control to bring them up. Or you don't have to bring them up as high if you're having difficulty bringing them up too far. And this is another view of the marches from the back. I'm still bringing up my feet, having my hand to the side, something to hold on to, and my back is still off of the back of the chair. The next exercise we're going to be doing is kickouts. So for this exercise, I'm still going to keep my hands to the sides of the chair, and all I'm going to be doing is extending that leg so it's in a straight line out in front of me and bringing it back down. You can bring it out as much as you can. It doesn't have to be completely straight, but trying to get your foot out and back in. The next exercise is sit to stands. So it's like the name says, you're going to go from sitting to standing. But while you're doing that, you want to try not to use your arms to push out from the chair. So I kind of put them on my legs so I'm not tempted to do that. And then you slowly get up. And you can take your time during these exercises. You don't have to go up super quickly. You want to be purposeful with your movements and make sure you're including all the muscles that you need to strengthen.
Exercises should not only focus on your legs, but also your arms. Arm strength is needed for everyday activities like getting out from your bed or carrying a jug of milk.
This exercise is called arm circles. And in this exercise, you're going to be sitting up nice and tall, having your back off of the back of the chair, so you're engaging your core muscles as well as your arm muscles. And you're going to making small circles with your arms. You can go clockwise for 10 times, and then you can go back counterclockwise 10 times. And you can also make the circles bigger or have them smaller. And this is another view of the arm circles. This exercise is called the bicep curl. Now for the next few exercises, we're going to be using the alternative to a small weight and being creative and using the vegetable can that we can just get out from our pantry. And for the bicep curl, you're just going to be bringing it from your extended elbow or straighten it out, and you're going to bring it up and try to touch your shoulder and bring it back down. And you're going to keep engaging your core muscles by having your back nice and tall and straight and your back off of the back of the chair. And this is another view of me just doing it with one arm, but you can also have it where you're using both cans and you're engaging both of your arms at the same time. The next exercise is called overhead presses. Now for this exercise, we're going to start with our elbow bent and the can touching our shoulder. And you're going to go ahead and try to bring that can as far as you can above your head and back down. Bringing it in a straight line from the shoulder and going up through your head all the way up to the sky or the ceiling. Making sure you're keeping your balance in the chair, having your arm muscles engaged and your core engaged. And then you could also do it with both arms at the same time if you wanted to save some time as well. But you can see here I'm not going super fast. I'm making sure that I'm conscious of what my muscles are doing. They're going up in a straight line. Now, if you can't reach all the way up, just try to get as high as you can. And here I'm going a little bit slower, making sure I'm getting every muscle. And this would be a great exercise as well. You can do this while you're watching TV or doing it while you're on commercial breaks. Just doing a little bit of exercise every day can really help strengthen your arms and your legs. This last exercise is going to be targeting a group of muscles called the triceps, which is behind your upper arm. Now you're going to start with your elbow pointing towards the ceiling, and the can's going to be behind your head, and you're going to be bringing it up towards the ceiling and back down. Bringing your arm straight up to the sky and back down. You can go a little slower to make sure you're hitting all of those muscles. Thank you so much for watching.